So how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? What's going on? How y'all doing the market today?
Hey, Moody.
Hey, how did the
Green,
market?
green, thankfully, after a red day on Friday, so that was good. This is NK. Hey, Moody.
Hey, oh, I like to hear that. Green, green, green. Let's go.
Yep, thank God.
Amen. Yes, yes. That's the only way. Anybody else had a great day in the market or had a lesson today in the market before we get started? Anybody want to express their pain, their joy?
Still learning, Moody. Yesterday was green. Today I was red, but it was red only less than $5. So for me, that's green.
I say that one more time. My bad. I was in the chat. You said yesterday was green.
Yeah, yesterday was green. Today was red, but it was red by less than $5. So for me, that's green.
Yeah, it's still green. Yeah, I'll be looking at my days. I look at my days as my days, but like when the week comes, I automatically like even if I had a loss, like I'll take losses, right? But then I'm still green for the day. You know, I may have lost a trade, but I just gave back some profits. But how I look at my weeks, I combined it all together and I look at whether I was down that day, not if I lost the trade or not. And that's how I operate, whether like I was all green this week, you know, because we all make careless decisions sometimes. But that's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Zoom user says, Moody, dumb question. There ain't no dumb question in the world. If I use the strat indicator with Heikin-Ashi candles, is that cheating? And is it still considered a strat? I wouldn't use it on it's not cheating. I think it's cheating yourself. And it's because as you look at these candlesticks, I started off with Heikin-Ashi candles. That's how I learned how to trade. Right. And these candles threw me for a loop because I would see gaps, then I would actually see the actual candlestick, right? If I was to put in, if I was to put in the Heikin-Ashi is a trend trading candlestick, right? And Heikin-Ashi is also not accurate. Reason why I'm like, nah, you ain't cheating. You're not cheating. I feel like you're cheating yourself unless you understand that each one of these candlesticks are not opening up at the right price, right? Like just look at the opening right here. It said it opened at 294.38. The next one opened at 294.72, 95 flat, right? So on and so forth, 95.30. That's not real. That's a lie. And also the real candlesticks will show you that. And the reason why we know this is because each one of these candles are basically opening up at half of each one of the candlesticks, right? To its previous candlestick. Like this one opens up halfway to that one. This one opens up halfway to that one. This one opens up halfway to that one. And even the red ones, they all do that. It's a trend trading chart. This is cheating utilizing this chart if you can psychologically trade the chart, right? This is how I got lucky because this is what I was doing at first, right? One of my first strategies just before I get into the class, one of my first strategies, and I will still use it to this day, is waiting for 3 black crows or 3 white soldiers. Are you on here? I'm not sure, but yeah, you are. Alexa Santana. I've been calling you Alex this whole time, bro. You know I'm not the best reader in the world, bro. You correct me, man.
You can call me Alex. You can call me Alex.
Oh, all right, cool. I thought you'd like that more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is what I meant by like when we was on the Zoom earlier, where I would literally, and sometimes I get burnt out right here, watch. I would literally wait for 3 white soldiers. Now that you know what 3 white soldiers looks like, right? And the 3 black crows, I would literally wait for that. And as soon as I seen 3 white soldiers, I thought I found the juice. Like I have a class on it. I'll post it in here. Just remind me that bro, I was on 1942 and it was like an MSC club and I was going in that day, like just dropping everything that I like could possibly think of. But I'll wait for those 3 candlesticks. After those 3 candlesticks, I would take the next one, right? Every single time. And I just ride it until I got a red candle. I started getting indecision. And that's why I know how to read candlesticks so well, because like dojis were one of like the first things I like really like overstood. Oh, okay, cool. Why? Because it resembled a cross, and it was like nobody knows where to go. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So that's indecision, right? And then I quickly overstood pin bars and hammers, right? And the hammers, that's why this is the chart, and you're helping me explain that. That's why I'm able to identify, right? And then I did research behind it, but I was able to identify pin bar, hammer, spinning tops. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was going through them, and that's why I know that there's not a lot of candlesticks. But if you understand what they mean and what they are and where they at specifically in the chart, you're gonna be able to make a high probability decision. And yeah, you'll get burnt sometimes, but majority of the time you will be more inclined to win. So, and I'll do the same thing with the black crows, right? I'll wait, boom, 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 and just take them. I would never count one of the dojis as one, right? And even if I go anywhere in this chart, 1, 2, 3, boom, you would have made money, right? I would have did it. Nah, I would have not did that. 1, 2, 3, boom, I would have did that. I would have got stopped out. I would have never got stopped out because I trade the strat now, right? I wasn't trading the strat back then. I would have just, hell, oh, snap. That's how I would have felt, right? Because I was still learning back then, but that's how I trade this chart, and I still utilize it with support and resistance. And that's another reason why I always utilize the bodies of the candlesticks. And I was able to take that over to the candlesticks and be like, oh, snap, I was right. And then after doing further research, I was like, dang, I was right. But yeah, I think I answered that question. Is that cheating? Is it still considered a strat? Is it still considered a strat using the Heikin-Ashi candles? Yes, but I just wouldn't utilize it because the strat is based off price action, and I'm a price action trader, and I know that each one of these candlesticks are not opening up at the correct level, right? So it's not giving me the correct price action. It's already like, it's like trading for kids, you know? You can put indicators on it if you would like, but that's up to you. That's why I always just utilize the RSI, and I was able to like overstand that, you know, because if it's already made, it's already done, but that's because Moody likes candlesticks. And that's why you can see this chart psychologically beautiful. It's like if somebody was to teach you only on this, you'd be like, oh, bro, trading is so easy. You'll just be worried about the live candle playing his move, like going up and down, like, oh, is that what it is? You know what I'm saying? But your mind will quickly register like, hey, hold on, man, get out when we see something green. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, get out when we see something red. You know, say you entered in, oh, get out. Shit, we going back in. Shit, we breaking structure, get back in. All right, cool. Get out, it's red. You know? But you'll at least tell yourself, wait for a few green ones so you could be in profits, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, you're welcome, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, if I know it or if I traded it before, bro, I'm gonna be able to talk to you backwards, upside down, sideways about it, because that's just me. I do my whole research behind it. Let's go ahead and put these candlesticks on them. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about actionable signals, part 2. Last week we left off with dojis, right? Long-legged doji. That's still a long-legged doji, but representative to a common doji. But here goes our common doji. We'll make it a little bigger for you guys. Common dojis. And before we start to go talk about pin bars, I just want to put one little extra sauce on the dojis. And thank you to Santana, because we kind of went over this on the live. And you helped me remind myself to tell people this. So as I go through this, I want you to pay attention to my verbiage and the language that I'm using and how I'm using the language and the terminology. Again, I want you to pay attention to my verbiage and the way I'm communicating with you, the language that I am utilizing and how I'm utilizing the terminology. right? So why I say that is because we're going to associate the dojis with other candles that you can make them similar to, right? And give you a broader understanding about them. Today we'll be talking about pin bars though. So doji, common doji, relatable. Before I even say relatable, let's see how many people would know. Let's get some participant. Anybody come mute themselves, or you can go in the chat. What is this candlestick here? In yellow, the red one, not the green one, right there.
Spinning top.
Doji.
Spinning top.
Gotcha.
Doji.
Doji.
I hear spinning top, doji. Ray, you were saying something?
Doji.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Everybody said doji, congratulations. You could see. Did I just say doji? I'm wrong. Everybody said spinning top, congratulations. You can see. It is relative, right? Check this out now. Before I even say that, Moody, keep this one drawn so you don't forget this. All right, we're relating it to that one, Moody. You'll remember it's that one. Take off this. We're relating it to this one. Oh, oops, that one. Where's the other one that I seen? All right, cool. I'm gonna circle some. What it is? Y'all can just yell it out. Not this one, not the gravestone doji. But what is this?
Yeah, that's a doji.
Gotcha. Anybody else?
Doji.
Gotcha. Anybody else?
Long-legged doji.
Gotcha. Anybody else? All right, cool. That is a spinning top related to a long-legged doji. Why is it a spinning top, Moody? Because of the body of the candlestick, right? We're going to know what these candlesticks are, right? And we're going to know what we can relate them to, and then we're going to be able to understand any community we go to and anybody speaking to us in charts, and you'll be able to identify this person doesn't know this, and you can stay shut or whatever, or you can help the person, whatever you would like to do. But when you know this, you'll start to realize the responsibility behind it, because you will know like, oh, okay, cool, bet. So what I mean by that, the body of the candlestick, the body of it, the meat and potatoes, you can see how thicker it is than the long-legged. This is still a long-legged doji, but it's related to like 3 candlesticks. That is related to a long-legged doji as well as a dragonfly, because it's still at the bottom of a downtrend, right? So that's 2 dojis. On top of that, what's the other candlestick that this is related to?
Hammer.
Or pin bar.
There we go, pin bar. But the pin bar and the hammer are related. But if you know what the hammer truly is, you know that the hammer has no wick on top of it, right? So we know that hammers are very golden to find, because you know them. Right here, you see how somebody's going to call that a hammer. It's still an inverted pin bar, is associated to the hammer, just like this one. But this one is kind of closer to the hammer. Why do we say this? Because when we know price action, right, opening highs, lows, close to the candlestick, then you can be extra and be a fancy analyst and start talking about time frames and continuity and then trends and stuff like that. But regardless of the fact, the price action reads right here. Let's look, if you want to understand if it's a pin bar or hammer, or inverted pin bar or inverted hammer, right? AKA like a shooting star, you will just look at the close and the low, right? So we're going to look right here and right here, right? Boom. What are we able to identify right there? Both of them are, huh?
Yeah, both of them are the same price point, but just
The different pricing.
0.49 and
Exactly.
0.51.
So the first person is correct. The second person, author of confusion, but then trying to correct yourself. What do I mean by that, Rosa? You said they're the same price and then started to correct the wrong verbiage that you use. Because if we identify with the eyes that God has given us, 49 and 51 are two different numbers, right?
Yes, right.
Wow, right? So you see how we do certain things to ourselves and then we start to get confused. If we stay accurate and we stay with facts and definite decision, confusion, all of that shall not enter the temple, and you shall see and manifest your desires. I'm just bringing a little spiritual stuff to it. But, right, so long story short, coming back to this one right here, it is related to the hammer and the pin bar. Why? Because of how so close it is in price from its low, because its low is gonna be the wick, right? Its close is gonna be support, wick. Now you see me, now you don't, right? So if we don't have one of them, you know how strong that hammer is, right? So the same thing with the pin bar, right? But you have to relate it and understand it, because you'll be on a certain time frame, and actually when you understand that and see a growing hammer, right? Any growing hammer leads into hammer pin bar. You will always see the dragonfly now, right? You will always see the doji. If you can see the doji, you will always see everything else. Doji, doji, dragonfly, everything. And you'll understand fly, hammer, hammer, fly. Does that make sense? Thor? Anybody?
Yes,
I
that
don't
makes
feel
sense.
like I'm talking too crazy, because then I get real.
No, that makes sense. That
All right,
makes sense.
Good. Good.
All right, cool. So, so it's relatable, right? Understand that. Just like, and we'll talk about the pin bars that are relatable, because I'm gonna be talking about pin bars. So I'm just going to test you guys one more time. Understand what I just said. What did I just say? I just said I'm gonna test you guys again.
Everything's related.
Nah, I just said what I just said. You working out, bro. Everything related. I'm gonna test you guys again. I will say why I'm testing you guys again after I test you guys. What is this?
Spinning top.
What is this?
Yeah, there's more spinning tops.
Spinning top. Spinning top.
What is this?
Spinning top.
Spinning
That's
top.
spinning tops.
I love y'all. So the reason I said I'm gonna test you guys again, because I do it to everybody all the time, and y'all gonna remember this. You know how I tell you guys what it is, and then I pause, and then I do it again, but I don't tell you guys that I'm gonna do it again, and then y'all start being like, oh, doji. That's why I said it, so you can affirm it into your mind, right? These are spinning tops. We'll talk about spinning tops on a later date, but it was just relatable to it, so you can understand when you see that, okay, that's a spinning top, that's a yo-yo. That's what we used to play with when we were younger, right? Spinning top have more, they're still slick in decision, right? But it's showing you the tug of war and how it's growing, so it shall tell you where direction shall go, right?
Oh.
Regardless of the fact that it is red, we're in an uptrend, this red candle is all the way down here, correct? Or went up first, right? Try to go to up, couldn't, created that higher low, pushed down, came to its support, pushed under that, jumped back over, because it's fucking, right? Each one of these candlesticks, the bodies are support and resistance. So that's why I say, once you understand that, you start to know how to trade. Now, we're about to break that. Let's go. Meat and potatoes, right? So the bigger the range, the bigger, that's why the strat loves mother bars. The bigger the range, we shall always retrace this, right? If we coming back down, retrace it, or give you this same move. What the heck do I mean? I'm gonna give you some jewels. I do this with my bull flags. If I can find a handy dandy tool, price range. from here. I'm just trying to go to the top of this wick. From here. What do you mean, Moody? It will retrace this move. Bow. What do you mean, Moody? It will retrace this move. It's called market structure. Look at the bodies. Breakout. They're not going to teach you their strategy because what strategy do they? That's why I talk the way I talk. I told you I'm coming different this year.
So Moody, real quick, sorry to interrupt. So what if there was a big candle like that in pre-market? Would you use that for an assessment for your market structure, or no, you would only use what's during market hours?
I'll use any candlestick. That's why I'll be like, it don't really matter the time frame. I use any candlestick at any given moment and do something like this. I'm just going to look at the structure. I know we've been beaten down, right? This is QQQ, but it's the same thing if I was to pull up SPY, right? The same chart. SPY 5-minute chart. Dang, man. We'll get to the pin bars here in a second. Y'all about to have me go crazy. The same chart. This is the move right here. I don't be trying to teach everybody.
Now, when you say market structure, that means that later on it's going to come back down.
No, market structure, support and resistance.
Oh, okay.
That was Rosa. Man, Rosa, come on.
Yeah, that was me.
Google, do me a favor
I'm
right
sorry,
now.
I'm on crack today.
No, Google right now. It's not about practicing. It's about awareness and understanding. Google it right now. Market structure, stock market. When you're there, tell me you're there. Right? So that's what I meant by
Okay.
like, same thing.
Okay.
Right? It's just me. I love numbers. Like, I don't know. Let's not get into 369 and all that stuff. But that was just a 90-degree angle. But long story
You
short,
said market structure. You said market structure what?
stock market.
Stock market. Okay.
Right?
Oh,
I'll give
okay, I see it.
what it saying. You see what?
It says, I see it too, but then it also says the framework or structure that any given market is currently trading in. Market structure can help you understand the behavior, condition, and current flow of the market. It highlights support and resistance levels, swing highs and swing lows.
You know what support and resistance
And it
is?
has, yeah,
You know what swing highs and swing lows are?
that's when it's like higher highs and lower lows.
A trendy market. Right here. Boom. Swing high, swing low. Swing high to the next swing high, to the next swing high, until it gets to its market structure. Then it swings back low. It just took 50% of that move. Most likely
Okay.
a retracement of the 90-degree angle. Right? So once you know that, you know what market structure is. Market structure is a fancy word for support and resistance and swing highs and swing lows for a trendy market.
What was the name of that tool you just used?
The price range. All right, we got to get to the pin bars because y'all gonna have me teaching stuff I'm not supposed to be teaching right now. And I want to teach it. It's just I don't want to throw y'all mind. I like to do things in order. But here, since I got the price range out, I do this with any bull flags. Like when I see bull flags, this is a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, 5-minute time frame straight. Every bull flag, every bull flag, every bull flag, every bull flag. So I'm gonna always take the pole, not the flag, right? Take that flag and it'll give you that whole retracement, right? Take that flag, take that pole, put it on top of the other pole, and it'll always give you that retracement. These are called strategies. These are real strategies. Like, I want you guys to start identifying with what is an indicator, what is a strategy, right? This is like how you got trend lines. That's a strategy, right? This is a strategy, right? But the trend line is really a tool to me, right? Because it's still coming from inside of here, and anything inside of here is called a tool. Anything inside of here is called the indicator, right? That's why I be letting the strat thing slide, right? But this is an indicator. Anything else that you're using from the tools is based off of however you trade, your strategy, your price action, and things of that nature. That's why trading views is a whole world within itself, right? So yeah, where's the other one I drew? Right here. Wow. Right? So you'll see that it retraced the whole move. Retrace the whole move. That's the flag. Retrace the whole move. And how you would trade that with time, right? Because that's SPY. You don't want to go 0 DTE, so it can chop you up, right? Just go a day out so you can have a better or 2 days out and you just ride it. Yeah. Let's get to these. Let's put on QQQ. Anybody got any other questions before I get into the pin bars or actionable signals?
Yeah, you don't have to go into into a lot of detail, but it works with bull flags. Does it also work with bear flags? Large bear flags or no? You said yes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I would have thought so, but just wanted
Uh-huh.
I would have thought so as well, but I just wanted to confirm with you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always great to confirm. Anything, and here's another way that you can do it too, right? It just depends on the chart, but you'll start to identify where, okay, I don't even have to put it on that pole. These are even more lovely, where when you get this and you start to flag and you start to break, it gives you the same move. Oh, look, I should have never did it like that. So you can see, that I drew it off of this candle. It'll give you the same move back up, right? Off the break. The next pole, you just got to put these together. This one just flagged again and then finally gave you the whole entire move. That makes sense?
Yeah, it's one heck of a gem.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Pin bars. All right, so let's go into the Discord first. Pin bars. All right. Oh yeah, and then I did forget to mention, y'all can always watch this YouTube video that I created on dojis, and I speak about all of them. And I possibly spoke about like where you can find them and how you want to find them too. I know it's a short video though. All right. So
Thank you.
you're more than welcome. All right, so I'm gonna read what I wrote, and then we're gonna go into here, right? Bullish and bearish hammers are actionable signals, right? Note, this is the actionable signal class 1. This is the actionable signal class part 2. There's no more actionable signals after that. That make sense?
It does. It does.
So what's the actionable signal? What are actionable signals?
Doji or pin bar?
Hammers,
Nice.
doji,
Pin top.
You said what?
Flags.
Somebody said spin the top?
that's, yeah.
Grab that and throw that out the window.
Are you asking a
It's
question?
related.
Oh, my bad.
Now go ahead.
I was going to ask a question. Are you asking what are actionable signals, candles here, or what are actionable signals? Because I'm interpreting this 2 different ways.
Gotcha. What kind of class are we? You went to, you was in the doji class, right?
Sure.
Was that an actionable signal, or was that an actionable signals as you're thinking of both interpretation?
It's a signal. It's one.
So we're learning individual candlesticks, correct?
Correct.
Where did your mind just take you right now? What am I talking about? What kind of actionable signals?
A candlestick.
Glory be to God. Right? So I'm just learning to teach in a better way and with love and show people that you actually have the answer. We should be looking for confirmation for no reason. All right, so everybody that just said doji or hammer or doji and pin bar, absolutely correct. Those are your only two individual actionable signals. You have a combination of candlesticks that can be actionable, right? And things of that nature. But when we're talking about candlesticks and you start to interpret one individual candlestick, you know how to trade the 4 hour, the daily, or the weekly off of one candlestick and trade what you see. And that one candlestick off the weekly can become 5 days. But if it's Tuesday, it can become 2 days. If it's Wednesday, it can become 3 days, right? You understand why it's good to know the individual candlestick, because even if it's on a daily, that one candlestick, depending on what it is, right? Depending on if it's a bullish harami, depending if it's a green bullish healthy hammer or pin bar or a recovery one. Notice how I flipped, right? So the open the open is up here, but the close is down here, but we got a long wick on this one, right? It's just like this. Let me get your eyes to look at it a little bit, right? But no wick, right? And we closed at the bottom, right? If you can interpret each individual candlestick, you know the rest of the chart. You just need the bigger time frame. What do I mean by that? I'll go back to explaining all this. Daily. God, please let me flow. Thank you for allowing me to flow. I'm gonna go to the chat here in a second. What am I doing? There we go. All right, and we could just use this candlestick. Knowing each individual candlestick, you know what took place today. You don't have to go to the lower time frame and be like, oh, we hit this high and we hit this. You know, this one candlestick right here is the fucking market structure and the trend. What do you mean by that, Moody? Make it click. Circle it daily. You want to see it? 12 hour. Bang. Boom. Boom. Right? And let's make it perfect so it looks real good. Delete. Where's that little fancy thing Jordan be liking to use? He'll be doing a little circle thing. All right, we're just gonna leave Jordan over there. Let's use this little thing. Bow. Circle. Bro, I don't want to.
It's underneath that thing right there, Moody. You gotta click it. I know what you're talking about because I'll be doing it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate you. Okay, so you gotta put it in the middle. Make it a little big. Mind you, it's gonna touch one of those wicks out there. I'm gonna go slowly for you guys. 12 day, right? 12, I mean, I said 12 day, 12 hour. Right here. This is still the same day. I could just, the structure just starts to get bigger and bigger because we got to get both of those candlesticks, right? This still not, that's not Monday. Oh, that's Monday, not part of Tuesday. It's just these two candlesticks. Let's see if I could just grab it and drag it. It's how the chart is made. They want us to stay in that bubble. All right. I'm gonna go down to the 4 hour. Just quickly. It's one of my favorite time frames. What is my 4 hour telling me? Right? I already called all this out. So I'm gonna I already called all this out, so I'm gonna talk about it a little later. Long story short, you can read that candlestick now. It's just these. You see the trend, higher lows, consolidating. What is that then? If that's doing that, we got meat and potatoes. wick, pole. That's automatically a bull flag. Let me make it look perfect for you guys. The pole is right here. I'm just putting it on the outer skirt. Meat and potatoes. Barely any meat and potatoes. Do you feel me? So when you overstand that, there ain't nobody can tell you nothing anymore. The chart's gonna talk to you and tell you what to do. 3 hours. Be my friend or not. The poll just came over here now for you. It was the meat and potatoes though. That was the poll to begin with. You see it right there? Right? It's just, now I'm just fixing it so you can see it more. That's the whole that's the 3 hours, but that's the whole day. That's what I mean. Remember, I'm just going off of one candlestick. Let me bring you back. Just one candlestick. I'm just making it larger because my candlestick is breaking up and showing me the structure. It's doing the robot. Right? So take it down to the 1 hour. 7 candlesticks. Bada bing, bada boom. From here to here. What is that telling you already? Bull flag, right? Cup and handle. You see how the chart just starts spitting it out to you? If we're in a cup and handle, what does that mean? Morning star. Sometimes it's because we're in a bigger time frame. All morning stars are cup and handles from bigger to small. It has to be. Why can't, how is this not a cup? It's a morning star to complete a structure. If I take it to a smaller time frame, I'm gonna get a bear flag, I'm gonna get a cup, and just different structures leading into it. Right? So now we're flagging. It's playing the channel, right? 15 minute. I skipped past the 30. Let me go to the 30. Let me just go to the 30. It's the same thing. It's just gonna give us 14 candles instead of 7, right? But now it just cleaned the structure more, where it's just, what is it showing us? It rejected the head and shoulders because we could see the head right here. Obviously a shoulder here and a shoulder here. Breaks the neckline, came to its channel, rejected the head and shoulders, because it didn't keep traveling down, closed back over the structure, travel for what? A PMG to smack me back over and leave me in the bull flag. This is the cup and handle right here. That's your cup and handle as you get to a smaller time frame. What do you mean, Moody? There it is. It's just not gonna always be picture perfect for us. Cup, handle. You want to see how beautiful it is? Remember what I said on the bigger time frame? Cup, boom, handle. That's how beautiful they are. Boom, cups, handles. It just happens quickly, right? You want to see that head and shoulders we were talking about? Right here. And this is why I'm trying to get people off of the smaller time frames. I'm a beast on this. Oops, I didn't mean to use this. I'm a beast on the smaller time frames, but it took me some time to become a beast. I had to understand this. And once I understood it, I'm able to teach it. Now I hear people speaking like me. And now it just fascinates me because it's just like, wow, what am I looking for? Brush, 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 brush. Oh, the circle. Shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline, breaks it, comes to a support, cups and handles right back up, right? So before I keep breaking it down, is everybody able to see that, right? This is one candlestick. This is your daily time frame. Monday started right here. Tuesday started right here off this 3 bar. This is how I know the market structure. And I know that we're going back up. I did it on SPY. Look, before I keep going to the actionable signals, I'd be like, I don't know. Like, that's why I said today, I was like, I'm gonna just stop using alerts. I'm gonna just post it. This is just the VIX, and this is just from yesterday. Me making everybody aware. Man, y'all talk to me nice. I'm done. Peace and love. That's just this morning. But you can see it right here from yesterday at 1:37. You can see it starting right here yesterday, 9:53 in the morning, bullish diversion. Me, baby, told y'all, and the VIX not holding. Give me my money. The fib on the 1 hour, right? That's that early. We been called this out. This is the 13th, right? VIX normally cools back down around these levels. And this is the type of price action that I like, meaning how the price looks and the candlesticks and what they're saying to us, right? Would you like to see a head and shoulders form tomorrow? This is on the 12th. I would like to see a head and shoulders. Spy, we're not on QQQ. Cause my bad, I done fell all, I gotta get back to the actionable signals. The 13th, Monday, right here. I would like, right, and you could go further back because I spoke about it over the weekend. I would like this to turn into an inverted head and shoulders. Where, look, I need to make it look pretty for y'all because y'all probably can't see it right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder, blast off, right? Let me try to see. You can even see it on a bigger time frame. Oh, I was in the wrong place. I'm sorry. Right here. I just saw head and shoulders. Shoulder. Right. Let me draw it out for you guys. Shoulder. Head. Shoulder. Blast off. That's the 13th. March 13th. Head and shoulders. Okay, one more time. What time is this? At 11:36 p.m. What do I say? Friday's clear, direction. Gave the heads up on Wednesday. Glory be to God, man. Almost out of my rabbit holes. If I'm saying I'm in a rabbit hole, I am studying, and I'm studying the market, right? VIX, and this was back, this one was, I forgot what date this was. We'll check it out in a second. But you can see everything there. It's clear as day, right? Me just interpreting, hey, what I think is gonna happen. Some tells me future. I meant to say someone tell futures to consolidate right here for me. Only a few hours left. Look how happy I am. I even pointed to the sky. I even dropped the chart. What do I look for? Reversals, 2, 1, 2. Market structure. As soon as we take out those wicks, look at where the 50% retracement is at. Right there, right there. Already to let me know. As soon as I break out this level, I need to hold this and break this, and it's a wrap. Bye-bye. I'm putting it all out there for people, right?
Hey, Moody? I don't want to lose your train of thought, but when I read your chat, I don't know what's going on. Like, I just don't know up from down to side to left to right. So maybe there's a way you could help me try to better interpret it, because when I saw that previous comment, you mentioned bullish divergent, you said head and shoulders, but then the RSI was low. So then I got kind of confused, but now you're really saying it was really an inverse. But then at the time, I just was like, are we going down?
That was my fault. And hold on. Let's see what I did here. VIX. I gotta remember what I did. 4 hours to the 1 hour. And what is this, SPY? I was talking about SPY. But I didn't put the invert. That's on me. See, I just be talking too fast. My bad. I was excited. You can see it. I was excited. My apologies. That's on me. But
no, it's fine. But then as I'm looking at it, like, what else could have told me that, okay, you meant calls?
What
I mean,
else
I know you like calls,
I'll tell you right now. You see how you asking me right now? Asking me in chat with Moody, because that's why that's there. Yo, Moody, what do you mean by that? And what are you trying to tell me? You see, like, some people normally will take advantage of asking me after it happens. And sometimes I take it the wrong way, like, are you coming at me? Like, and I have to like, no, they're trying to understand. But I'd be like, but why don't you ask me that in the moment? Or why don't you ask me that like when I drop it? I know if I'm confused or if I don't understand somebody, but I know that that's me and my confidence. I'm gonna be like, yo, what are you trying to say? I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? So we,
No, I get you. I feel like I'd ask you every single day, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? So that's why I'm like, you know what, forget it. I'm like, I just don't get it.
yeah,
Sorry,
but
Bob, that's my bad. That's my,
yeah,
that's
but
my
that's you giving up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving up on you. And you can tell. I ain't giving up on you, right? So it's like the individual has to also break their own barriers, or, you know, whatever's going on in their minds, and be like, yo, let me stop looking at that. Like right there, that's on me. I should have said inverted head and shoulders, because I know what I was looking at, right? But that's on me. But also, we help each other. If you would have asked me that and I would have reread it, I would have been like, oh, my bad. I ain't say inverted head and shoulders, right? Because if I would have seen head and shoulders, I would have thought bearish in my head, right? But what would have let us know? What would have gave you another indicator? Let me see. Because this was March 12th right here. Looking at this chart, seeing, like, not even looking at me going up, but looking at the reversal and just looking at the chart and understanding what I teach with the 50% retracement, you would have been able, well, I believe that anybody could have been able to, like, oh, he's looking for that break, because that's what I constantly do for myself, but I also teach it, right? So that,
sorry, can you go back to that? So break, does that mean the first 50 fib retracement past the 100 is what you're waiting to break, or the second one? Because it passed the 50 on that first one there.
the white one is support resistance. If it breaks and it holds this resistance, I'm going in, and I have targets right here to take out. If I hold this, whatchamacallit, resistance to this 50% retracement from here to here, now I'm going to break over. I know structure. So I know that this candlestick here is covering my wicks, meat and potatoes. There's no meat and potatoes there. There's only wicks. So I know that this is the real structure, not this. This doesn't have any money in there. That's just price action. That's my shadow as I walk on the street.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
I love how you explained that, Moody. I love how you said there's no meat right here, there's meat over there. I'm following you.
yeah. So once we know that, that's like a gap in the chart to that time frame. There's no real gap in life, but you see how they play with us with those gas, Melina? That's like a glitch in the matrix. There ain't shit there. If you want meat and potatoes there, you got to go to 1 minute, 5 minute, possibly the 5 minute, because that's a whole 5 minute and it can still wick down. I'll have to, man, we got wait. I'm gonna have to do a whole nother class on the pin bars.
No, I'm sorry. No, you can continue.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. You're
No.
good, because this is good for you, right? And I know it's helping other people. So let's keep in mind this 100, then this is 0 right here, right? This is one structure, 50% retracement. That's one structure. The next structure, right, is from this 100 to this one. I didn't want this one because this one has more meat and potatoes and this one has bigger price action, right? So these smaller candles will have to fight to get out of that range, right? But as soon as we combust out of that range, we're going to be okay. How do I know that? Because that range is up here, PMG. Those are my targets to get out of that range. If these fuckers let me in this range, they fucking lost. And especially if I get meat and potatoes. Why? Because the top of this range is up here with the targets, right? And I still have another target right there. What do I have here? A 50% retracement. Why is my 50% retracement in here? Because as soon as I come inside of here and get to this structure, I'm inside of a whole nother structure, baby.
Yes.
Meat and potatoes, just like you can see right there. So it's like, I understand you and you're doing it right now and you're fighting through that battle. But what I try to tell people is I'm doing the best that I can. And I don't know nobody else that's breaking shit down that they do this way, whether they're in this group or not in this group. And it's like, I need help to help you. Like, hey, Moody, slow down. Hey, Moody, I see that you like and you know how to present it in different multiple ways. Can you present it a little bit in this way? Can you know what I'm saying? That's going to help me to help you, right? So even coming down here, it's about to get spooky. I know I know you bought something in on this discount, talking to Jordan, right? You know what I'm saying? Then also in the chat, in the general chat, I know I was telling Dirty, and I was telling anybody that was reading that, I was like, hey, play this week, because this week is going to set us up to like really just sit back. There's so much gains being made right now, right? Because we were overbought. I always say the same thing. I'm looking for reversals, right? We were overbought. Somebody was in my chat getting in my ass about Silicon Valley. My bad, I don't be on the news like that. I just seen one of my portfolios, that thing was going down. I didn't check the news just yet. I'm like, yo, hold on, I'm about to buy me some more of this. Then I'm starting to see what happened. But he's like, hey, that went down. I don't know why you're talking about a bullish divergent. What are you talking about? I hope you listen to me, because there's the bullish divergent, and it played out on every single chart. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tell people. Like, sometimes people manifest the wrong desires of reality that they want. Why? Because it's like, okay, hold on, you mad bullish right now? Hold on, okay, that's going down. You talking about bullish divergence on every chart? Let me go check a chart while we still focus on this one. You know what I'm saying? So things of that nature. But let's get back into the pin bars, because we don't win. We don't win haywire.
Thank you for helping me explain that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Was that helpful for everybody else?
Definitely.
Definitely. Yes, it was.
All right, cool. Now I don't feel bad, because I'm like, dang, man, I got off topic again. All right. Let me get out the chat. Boom. Let's go back in here and let's start to read. But I'm gonna make all this, I'm gonna try and help make all this make sense, right? Bullish and bearish. Bullish meaning green candles, or bearish meaning red. Bullish and bearish hammers are actionable signals. So that's where we stop. You only have two actionable signals. The only thing is, they're two different kind of candles that have several candles within it, right? Like you have the pin bar, which is relatable to the hammer, and the hammer and the pin bar is actionable signals, right? And then you have the doji, that you have 4 different types of dojis, right, that are actionable signals. And then when you get nasty and slimy with it, now you can relate things to it, like the spinning top and certain things, and seeing where you see them and knowing, okay, this one has more power to go up because it's not so much indecision. It's a spinning top, right? So depending where in the range, right, bullish or bearish hammers, and also understand that this goes for dojis, depending where in the range, right? Let me bring you back. Range, delete all this, Moody. Where in the range, right? Range, I'm on an hourly chart. Mind you, you see I'm just on an hourly chart. I know to go on a bigger time frame, take you down to a smaller one, right? To about a 3-minute. The range, you've seen that I took the high to the low. Yes, I'm using a 50% retracement to help your eye see, right? We started from here, from that high to this low on the hourly chart. So that was our hourly high, right? To our hourly low. So depending, that was your range. I'm not losing anybody, right? The range of that one candlestick doesn't, now it works the same way on the 3-minute chart. This would be a range, right? Going down is the bottom of that downtrend, right? All right. So let's go back and read. Depending where in the range it's located, it's called hammer, hanging man, shooting star, or easy reference, inverted hammer. So whenever you hear inverted hammer, depending on where it's at in the range, if it's in the middle of the range, it's consolidating. If it's on the bottom of the range, it's a potential reversal. Even though it's on the bottom of the range, it can continue, right? But what do? We go to a bigger time frame and look at the structure and understand what can happen. Because when you go bigger, you'll be in a bigger structure and you'll be like, hey, I'm just coming off to this 50% retracement, right? Because now you know the whole structure. The bigger the time frame, the bigger the confirmation, the bigger the move, right? If I'm losing anybody, please feel free to just, hey, Moody, can you repeat that? Or, hey, Moody, I didn't get that, right? So what is a hanging man? This right here is a hanging man, right? Just think of candlesticks going up. This could be red, green, but finding it at the top of an uptrend, but it's a hammer. Santana, reason why I said it's important to angels angle our words in the position of life with the right terminology, because then we shall never get confused. If we're just using hammer, and even if it was an inverted hammer, you're not gonna start overstanding certain language, right? So, hey, we found a hanging man. What is a hanging man? That can be a bullish or a bearish hammer at the top of an uptrend, not an inverted one, because the inverted will signify a shooting star, right? Let me see. Am I losing anybody?
No. I'm following you.
Gotcha. So remember, I got this off of the hourly. One candlestick is range. At the bottom of a downtrend, we find what? A hammer. Right? Yeah, we got a little wick action, but what we look at right here, closing low, right? Nothing too major, nothing too, whoa, never mind.
But the longer the wick, the more
Closing high,
confident.
I'm sorry. Closing high, so 86, only 3 cents, right? I like it to be a hammer. It was just subjective. What do I mean by subjective? It was on a 3-minute time frame. I only have 3 minutes. They could have held the price up there for the last 5 seconds and then just wick down at the last 5 seconds. So it was subjective, right? So that one is still a hammer to me, right?
A hammer to me
They're
too.
going to be hammers and pin bars to me, right? But I'm going to like this one more as a pin bar, hammer, just because they're a little smaller, right? And it's just how my mind is interpreting it right now. You see, just like this one, that is a dragonfly, but that is a growing hammer. What do I mean by that? They never, it was subjective, but they didn't get pushed down. That was a growing hammer. But you want to find those at the bottom of a downtrend. What does this signify? What is this right here? I just said it's a growing hammer. I'm going to give you some more context.
Changing trend.
It signifies an evening star, or no?
I was gonna say it signifies a change in trend.
Actual trend change.
It's all right. Everybody go ahead and speak. It's cool. Y'all learning about this, so I don't expect y'all to have this one right.
It's an actual signal of a trend change.
Would you consider that a hanging man?
Jeez, there we go. Remember, I will do it to you all the time. I will give you the answer, explain it, freaking digest it, show it to you, flip it, show it to you, and then ask you, what is it? I just didn't do it like I did it the last time. Anybody remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So
now we're aware. Can we be aware with oneself where it's like, okay, we're still confused. We need to do a little more studying.
Moody.
Yeah.
So you see before the hanging man there, that red candle right there, that's a piercing bearish candle, right?
Which one? This one right here?
Yeah. So I would entry right there too. And the next candle will be my confirmation with the hanging man.
That's fire.
And double top, right?
I'll consider this more so as a tweezer top.
I mean, tweezer top, right?
Mm-hmm. But I do see the double top. 1, 2, into a triple top too. Because it is a 3-minute chart. When you're on a 3-minute chart, when you're on a smaller time frame, you want to read it how it is. That's 1 top, that's 2 top, that's 3 top, triple down, hanging man. Now you can see it. All that is a bearish momentum. 1 top, 2 top, right? Pushes it down. Oh, snap, but we still got a top right there. That's 3. Triple tops are bearish. Triple bottoms are bullish, right? And then you get a hanging man, breaks trend. Then you can start looking at that like a bear flag, right? I just wouldn't like to look at these things because I used to trade like that, where it's like, oh, this is a bear flag. I don't like to do that no more because I understand price action and I know that this was a bear flag. That was a bear flag. That one flagged for me a little bit, and then gave me another PO and gave me another bear flag. That was a bear flag, and it failed right there. How do I know that? Because that's 50% of that freaking trend. How do I know that? Because I just don't need to utilize it anymore. But the best thing to use for trends, I think somebody had asked me that the other day.
RSI too.
Of course, RSI, absolutely.
Parallel channel.
Yep. Parallel channel, right? Because that's going to allow you, and I took it from the top of this market structure, right? And you can even put it on that trend right there if you like, but I'm just trying to have it straight. You see 50% of that. Bada bing, no more bear flag. I know what I'm doing here. I trade price action and I teach people price action.
So Moody, could you go back to your candlesticks where you using your channel?
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna say something that I just learned. Well, I ain't gonna say I just learned, but something I have to overstand. Your hanging man, what we was just explaining. Could you pull up that one so you can see the description of that hanging? I mean, not the description, what the picture showed you. You see how that picture is at the bottom?
Yep.
That picture like that is not like that up on the chart that we looking at. So that's what I'm just saying. I have to understand. So I know if I have to understand, quite sure somebody else have to do it as well. Understand there's still a hanging man, even though you seen that the body wasn't at the top, was at the bottom of the previous candle.
Say that one more time. Hold on, let's go look. I see you talking about the hammer. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, so check it out. That's just a picture. Nobody's perfect as a drawer, right? All right, let's go into dang, where's that? Let me try to find it real quick. No, it's just gonna show me those. Let me just start sharing my screen real quick. It'll be going faster.
My bad, Moody. I was just trying to,
You good, bro? You trying to learn, bro?
it's two different. It looked two different ways. So if I ain't gonna say confuse me, but to understand the same thing. So I just wanted to point it out so everybody could see it.
No, I got you, bro.
No, thank you, Zaytoven, because I think what you're saying is that even if you can find a hanging man in an uptrend or a downtrend, is what you're saying. Because in the picture, it shows like, oh, hey, you're going up in candles, and then there's a hangman there. But then what Moody was showing us, we were coming, or the reverse.
Nah, we showing the same thing.
Go ahead, Moody, because you finna explain. I was just about to say, I was just saying on that candle, it was still an uptrend. You find them at the top of an uptrend. It was just that Pacific candle was found
At the top right here.
Yeah.
Instead of this candle being right here, if we
I
look
can't
at
see your screen.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you stop sharing.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Let me pop this up. Wow, I already did. All right, Zoom. Homie said, yeah, you stop sharing, bro. All right. So what he's talking about is this hammer. We're still in the same, everything is the same. It's just this hammer is on the bottom of that candlestick, and on the picture, it's on the top of the candlestick. Like if you have 1, 2, I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4 little lines of 3. This hammer is below that candlestick on the picture. Oh, dang, I done went somewhere else. On the picture, it's at the top. That's what he identified and saw. The hammer on my picture is at the bottom. That makes sense, Melina?
Got it. So in an uptrend, the hammer could be at the top or the bottom of that uptrend.
Correct. It don't matter where is it at.
It doesn't matter. Got it.
Yeah, the criteria is the fact that it's on top of an uptrend. So I was pulling up this book.
Could you post that in our chat? Because because it's, yeah, could you post that in our chat?
Yeah, I just gotta remember, bro. Yeah, I got you. Hanging man right here. Yeah, I got you though, bro. All right, criteria. Description. That's what I really want to look for. The hanging man is also comprised of one candle. One candle. It is easily identified by the presence of a small body with a shadow. Why small body? Because it's called a hammer. Hanging man to the hammer, not a pin bar, but is associated to it, right? If you see the pin bar like that, it can be the hanging man still, but read what it really is, right? At least 2 times greater than the body. It is found at the top of an uptrend. That's all I want to show you, Zaytoven. It is found at the top of an uptrend. That's like, this is the criteria, right? But at the end of the day, that's why that picture is like this too. All it's trying to let us know is that we want to find this candlestick, this hammer at the top of an uptrend, and it signifies exhaustion risk. How do I'm able to see that as well? With the RSI, right? So, all right. This question was actually about hammers. So let me just finish reading this and then I'll show you a question. Easily referred to as an inverted hammer. So when we say inverted hammer, you can use them for shooting stars, right? The hanging man is just a hammer at the top of the uptrend. Hammers and pin bars are similar, but are 2 different candlesticks. Hammers also can create a morning star. What do I mean by that? If we even look at this picture and you get a small candlestick down here, right? This is the downtrend. Candlesticks going down. Boom. Big candlestick. Boom. Morning star, right? Same thing. Uptrend, uptrend, boom, 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 boom. Hanging man. It could be a smaller hanging man, evening star, right? So that's why it's easy for me to trade, because all this codes inside. The big patterns are all small patterns within that pattern inside of the market structure, right? Sometimes you just get big moves, sometimes you don't get big moves, right? Sometimes we just got to have the right contract. That's why the more time you have, the more time you'll be right. But that's not always the case. You have to have a great entry point, because you can have time on your contract, get in the trade, and always be losing. So let's finish up here. Hammers also can create a morning star. Love to see both. Love to see both. Love, not like love. Love. If I love something, I'm in love with it. I'm gonna digest it, everything. Love to see both at the bottom of a downtrend for a change of trend. Knowing this with full time frame continuity and my RSI levels and strategy, and what I mean by levels is 75 and 25, right? I personally created gives me a 8 to 10 winning ratio. For the reason Moody don't lose like that, right? And then I know how to size my position. So I'm gonna make my hundreds or my thousands quickly and I'm done. And I just set myself up for other stuff. And everything that comes in, shalom, blessings to all of us. So yeah, so if we come here, I literally broke everything down, all of this, in my own language and small, right? To look at the hammer, where do we want to find these hammers or pin bars? We want to find them candlesticks going down at the bottom of a downtrend. At the bottom of a downtrend. It also gives you the criteria, the description. The hammer is comprised of one candlestick. This is why I am nice at what I do, because I can trade what I see. Once you understand this, it's the same thing if you're utilizing the bigger time frame. If you're seeing a hammer on the daily, well, guess what? It came down. People are just gonna talk as I was in the chart world as a child and not knowing, and be like, oh yeah, the lower day, get out of my face. You can't break that down. I can't talk to you like that. You're not gonna vibe on my vibration. Like, as soon as I start talking, it's gonna be college degree over your level, and you're just gonna think that I'm just talking to talk, but I'm actually walking the walk and making the bucks, right? What do I mean by that? Lower day, get out of my face. He just told me this. We just went to the lower day. I don't care. We just based out. We just got exhausted. Go find the reversal, because right here at the lower day, it gave you a tweezer bottom. It gave you a morning star. If you missed it, guess what? At the next swing high of that one, right, depending on the time frame that you was, it gave you another tweezer bottom, another reversal pattern, or it could have just been giving you continuation patterns off of the reversal, which are going to be bull flags or bear flags to the downside, right? Or it's going to give you an overall pattern of trying to create you a inverted head and shoulders on a bigger time frame. And if it does that, then that means that you're in a series of cup and handles and bull flags that are failing, right? Until it gets to its last shoulder after the head, after the big dip that we just had, right? After the head, and blast off to the next resistance. That makes sense?
Yeah, I think the way that I'm
Yes,
looking at it is definitely the hanging man and hammer is the exact same thing. It depends on where you find it on the chart. So if you see the hammer at the top of an uptrend, its feet's dangling, the wick is dangling, and that results in a hanging man.
Correct. And if you see it at the bottom, you know, it's just a hammer.
It's
and
a hammer.
Hanging man, bearish, hammers, bullish. Don't
It
matter
doesn't
the
matter.
color.
Doesn't matter the color.
Depends on where you're finding it on the trend.
Yes.
Right. So if we go into MSC, I always think that it's phenomenal that we have a chat with Moody. I'm actually thinking about removing this chat and only having that in the MSC teach. But this channel is phenomenal. Why? Because I be breaking shit down. Why do I mean by that? A great question. Shooting star, question mark. I'm tired of just like pouring out tell me what you see so I can help you at least, right? So I was like, hey, what is this? And I don't mean that with no disrespect. I just really want to help people. Explain why you think it would be curious, right? Because obviously you think it's a shooting star, even though you put in a question mark behind it, because you're saying shooting star, question mark, right? Let me know, what do you think? What's going on, right? And watch how this person answers their own question. From my understanding, her understanding, my overstanding, she's correct. From my overstanding, that inverted hammer, right? Correct terminology. That inverted hammer, right, at the top of an uptrend is a shooting star pattern forming. Correct. On confirmation, I took the break down to the 50% retracement of the previous inverted hammer. Beautiful. That's why I even told her down here, that was beautiful, like what she did, right? But also, why did I say that? Because she said, so would be a close below on a time frame you see it on, not just a break. Yeah, I waited for a close and hold on a smaller time frame and watched it on a 4-hour to 10. I just told her to ask some more time frames just to give her some more confluence, right? But that is correct. Why am I talking about this? Because we have to understand, just like that first class Jordan did with the trend lines, higher highs and lower lows. If you learn that, you're going to be ahead of the game. Why do I say that? Because now when you come up to this bigger time frame, you definitely know that this is not a shooting star, right? Because the 4-hour time frame is still on the bottom of a downtrend, right? So how did she answer her own question? From my understanding, the inverted hammer at the top of an uptrend is a shooting star. So what does she need help with? Identifying real support and resistance and identifying trend on bigger time frames, right? Because this is an uptrend right here, high, but it's a minimum uptrend to the 4 hour. It's still not uptrending yet, right? It's just reversed. And that's all it did. It reversed. Things can reverse. If you know the strat, you know it can piss you off. It can reverse, consolidate, reverse back down, reverse back up, right? So if you have that understanding, that's not the strat, because the strat is just an extra word for the candlesticks inside bar, 2 up, 2 down, 3. It's the price action. It's the bigger time frame. What's the turbulence? What's the resistance really holding me up, right? And things of that nature, right? So this turbulence, look at the support and resistance. You see the open to the drop? Why the fuck we closing it? Like not closing, but damn near, right? Because the market structure. We already took it all the way up and we took out the target at the 50%, boom, and now coming back down. Now we get pin bar to take us back up. Because the bulls got to make their money and the bears got to make their money. Some days, bulls just make money all day and bears make money all day. But the scalper, the trader, makes money anyway, every single time, because the scalper is just looking for a 30-cent move, 10-cent move, 50-cent move with a bunch of shit, not shit, but a shitload of contracts. In and out, in and out, in and out, like a robbery. And people are like, oh, what? And then you see these people that are showing you 36,000, 40,000, 50,000, 17 grand, 20 grand in a day. You don't have that buying power. They probably traded two trades, but if they made that much, they threw 20 bands, 40 bands, 60 bands. They threw money to it. Look at the percentage. They ain't over there 300, 100 and something. They were there 40%, 50%, 15%, and you're just seeing the big dollar amount. That's because they're sizing their positions correctly. And they're not worried about short-term gains when you're making money that way, right? So to go back into that, that's what she would need help with, right? I broke it down the best way that I can. Then I said exactly. So damn, I need to read what I said. So that would mean it would look like this, correct? Meaning it will look like this. Uptrend, because that's what she just confirmed, right? It will have to be on an uptrend at the top, right, Melina? That's not the hanging man, right? But it's a shooting star that creates what? The evening star.
Yep.
Right? So if we find the shooting star at top, and we've been thirsty and we've been juicing, right, Zaytoven, and we've been getting the word in, and we just shining with the sun all day, and we just got to the top of the mountain, you know what I'm saying? And we done found a shooting star, and it's like, oh snap, it's about 9 o'clock, bro. It's time to rest, ain't it? Evening star into what? Rise and shine, morning star. And that's what happens all day, every day, right?
It's true.
And once you overstand, the evening star is the inverted cup and handle. The morning star is a cup and handle. Because if it continues, it broke out of its handle. And if it gave you another one, that means if it was in a handle, that means it was in a bull flag continuation. It's like Legos. They all work together. Like, y'all believe me yet?
Like the ocean behind.
This is only, I think, like my 3rd or 4th class. Y'all know who I am yet? Copy. I don't know. Maybe I'll just show profits one day. Oh,
That's funny.
That shit ain't gonna happen. That's just gonna create FOMO. Like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna be like, I might not want to be your friend no more.
There you go. I'm glad you said it. There you go. Listen, glory be to God.
So let's go back to the chart. Let's pull this back up. Because I could tell my wife we were supposed to go on a walk. She done fell asleep, so y'all got a little extra time. She was like, man, I'm going to get you off that class, and we got to go do this, and we got to do that. All right, so what do I want to talk to you about? Actionable signals. We want to find them at the bottom of a downtrend in a range, right? This was the hour, right? Remember, this was the hour at the bottom of a downtrend. If you're patient enough, you shall receive blessings, right? And let your and let Christ rise. I'll put it that way. And just live in his likeness and let Christ rise. As it drips down, right? And you're patient enough, don't squander that essence and let it rise, right? And guess what? Bottom, actionable signal took you all the way up to the structure, right? Halfway of the structure, 50%. Halfway of the structure. What happened there? Actionable signal, hanging man, reversal stuff, only reversal patterns, only actionable things. What happens there? Takes you back to the bottom of the structure. If you just wait for them. All you gotta do is wait for them. And I'm telling you, the 2 minute or 3 minutes better than the 1 minute psychologically. Right? So where do we want to find? Oh, yeah, and I'm sorry because I didn't mention when we find these pin bars or hammers in the middle of the range, we want to play always. I always utilize my 55th, right? But I always look to the side. And you can go anywhere and you'll see that. When you get these big candlesticks, what happens? Indecision. But what is it? A spinning top, but it's related to the doji, right? At the 50 mark. What happens there again? Look at how you get them bounces, pin bars. I said pin bars, hammers. It's related to it is more of 3 black crows, right? Because that's what it's showing us, right? Into that bear flag that breaks back up. What happens again at this 50% retracement? Shooting star. That's the top of the uptrend for that minimum downtrend because it's consolidating. You can see the consolidation from here. Boom, got to the top of the range. That's the top of that uptrend range. Came back down. Bottom, same thing. You know, that's why even when you see this spinning top, depending on how big the bodies are, they relate to something. Whereas like, okay, long-legged doji, what else does that relate to? Pin bar. Because if that motherfucker would have just grew a little bit more, it would have just been a long-legged doji, right? But it's still related to it. You see the hammers now, for real? That's the real hammers. That one's associated to it, but it's basically like the real hammer. So you want to find these things at the top of an uptrend, right? And don't always get confused. Sometimes we may find these at the top of the uptrend, but what do I utilize? Price action-based strategy things or tools to help me, right? Because we came up with what I meant earlier, evening star. Falls down, consolidates into a morning star, right? Sets, now we rise. We found an actionable signal at the top of the trend, right? This one, you definitely want to wait for a confirmation, or you want to have an RSI and you know, hey, we just bounced off of the 50% retracement and we're bouncing all the way up. I feel as though we're going to take this a little to the overbought area. That's another way you can take it, or you can just take the confirmation, or you can just play it as a fair value gap. And these are all just price-based, right? What I mean by the fair value gap, from this low to that high, right? It stays like that. You can take the confirmation like the strat, go 2 up, or take the fair value gap on the way down, bounce, take it back up, right? If you don't want to do that, right, you can just use the structure, right? Meaning the body of this candlestick. All right, as long as we come back up over this structure, I know we triggered, I'm going to take the call. Boom. And we know to give ourselves some targets and take those targets out. That's why these candles grow like that. Boom. Take all of them out, consolidates a little bit, and then brings up the range. Right? So for actionable signals, I pray that this class was as dope as the doji one, because I know we stood more on topic with the doji one, but I feel like this was a dope class to really help a lot of people understand certain things, and as well mixed in with the actionable signal. But remember, actionable signals, we want to find them at the bottom of a downtrend. We want to find them at the top of an uptrend. They signify a trend of a trend change. And depending on how you see the actionable signal, right? Because you can get a relatable pin bar, right? But it's a tweezer top. I thought I said double top. It's a tweezer top, right? Which is a reversal pattern, right? So now we know, hey, hanging man, reversal pattern, take them to the downside, right? And when you're just trading candlesticks and price action, things get so much more simplified for me, easier, because I don't have to sit here and wait for an EMA. I don't have to sit here and wait for this. I can literally go to sleep, wake up whenever I want, pull up my chart, pull up my tools. Okay, about to take this trade. I'm not sure if, I think your name is Bud. I don't know if Bud is on here. I know he's new to MSC, but his cousin connected me with him. But I was on a one-on-one with him, and you see how, oh, okay, we getting on the charts. If you're on here, and what happened as soon as we got on a one-on-one, I told you where the price was going to go and what it was going to do, and it did just that. And that's the form. And anybody that's been on me with a one-on-one that we got on the charts live and did some things, you know that experience, right? So that experience is how Moody trades at all time, and is always making bread. And sometimes I make impulsive decisions and I give a little bit of profits back, right? But the thing is, you'll be able to do that if you want to stick with price action, because that's the strat too, right? So I want to be able to break down these candlesticks, break down how I see market structure and everything. And once I do that, I feel like it's all hands-on with the strat, because it's like, you're gonna know, like, oh no, we inside for this hammer. Oh, and we over this 50% retracement. Hold on, I just checked the 5 hour on them. Ooh, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get that way, because you're not gonna really want to be in a market all day. You're gonna make your money and be like, yo, all right, cool. You know what? This is working. I'm gonna start sizing my position a little bit better. Or I can't right now. I'm gonna dump a little bit of money into my account. I got faith in myself now. I see what I see now. Moody didn't help me see. You don't see Zay talking? You know what I'm saying? And that's all his hard work. That ain't Moody. That's just him learning price action. That's just him asking questions. That's just him collaborating with other people. That's just him willing his will, right? To help others, which he receives lessons from that. Why? Because we all talk to ourselves. When you're helping somebody, you learn something too. And you'd be like, wait, no, yeah, that's why we be doing that. And then you can identify, like, when you're in a group setting, you can start to identify fearfulness within confidence. Because you'd be like, damn, how this person so damn confident, or this or that. You know what I'm saying? Damn, why this person always thinking about a stop loss? Or why this old person always thinking about this? Or why this person every single time they talk about trading is like, yo, but this could happen. Bruh, guess what? Leave me the fuck alone, because that shit is gonna happen in your life, and I don't need that shit in my life. Because you want that to happen. You continue to affirm it and you continue to speak it. I'm just in a place in life where I angle my words to life, and I'm choosing to come down in lower vibrations and be of service, because I wish somebody would have did that for me. But it's like, come on now. I know how hard it is. It took me damn near a decade. I mean, I don't talk about it. I'm 32 years old. I just told y'all my life. I ain't tell you everything, but you seem like I had to practice this. I had to learn, and I'm still doing it to this day. Oh, Moody, don't say that. Don't speak it that way. You know what I'm saying? I am a millionaire. I am a billionaire. I am great. I am a fisherman. I'm not no sinner. I ain't bringing that negative energy towards me. I love every part of me, the good and the bad. God made me perfect. And my bad, he made it for me to learn my lessons. Ain't no sins about me. I'm great. As long as you moving out of love and righteousness, you're going to be fine. And trying to learn certain things. You know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all hear me passionate and I say certain things. I'll be like, man, all right, cool. Y'all ready? Yeah. Any more questions? Any more questions? All right, cool. Trust me, I love this life that I'm living. I'm trying to get more people to enjoy it.
Glory be to God.
Yeah. I got a question for everybody. Do we understand what a hammer is, what a pin bar is, what a doji is, where to find them, what they mean if they're at the bottom of a downtrend, at the top of an uptrend, or in the middle of the range? Do we have that full understanding of actionable signals?
Yes.
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 Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna get deeper then. We're gonna be able to go a little deeper. That's what I'm talking about. So last thing I tell you about these actionable signals, because we learn how to trade them and stuff like that, The quickest way to know how to trade an actionable signal is when you see an actionable signal, wait for the next candlestick, right? If that one's live, let it be live. Wait for your next one. Moody, just show them in live person. You always want to wait. These are your ranges, right? Before I show you that, ranges, big candles. It just left your range, gave you another ranges. Wait for the actionable. That was just doji. I mean, spinning top associated to the inverted pin bar, right? At the bottom, almost at the bottom of a downtrend, but inside of that range still. You see the range? That's just one big ass freaking candle, right? And that's the market structure that it played and then played right back down here. If you was patient enough, boom, Morningstar. All right, let's go take it. Boom. All right, let's go. Once you up 15%, it's an easy, smooth ride. Is it a trim ride, right? So if we let it play out here, you wait. This one's going to be live. It's going to go boom, boom, wait, closes, take it. It triggered, take it. Boom, it's going to go. Just don't get scared of all that red that does that. Now you're going to be like, oh my God, Morningstar. Yeah, let's go. Take profits right there. Go ahead and take profits right there. Especially if you're a small account. You ain't going to be able to deal with that. And then you go, oh, snap, let's go. Trim you some again. You get to the market structure, get the hell out that trade. Get out. Get out. You just took out that structure and that structure. You remember how it just fell from how it gave you that bear flag and fell is the same thing as I was speaking right here. Boom, left the structure. Cool, you just completed two structures. Look, it just did it right there. One structure, two structures. Get out. Is that making any sense to anybody?
Yeah. I see that.
That's how I made my bag. I promise y'all, if y'all stay focused and y'all do this, I promise you, in 6 months, not even 6 months, you'll be like, whoa, how did I get my account like that? Oh, because I wasn't worried about nothing. I made $100 today. I made $300 yesterday. I lost $200 today. Then I made $1,000 today. That was a good day. Oh my God. Then I made $300. Then I made $100. Then I made $50. You know, I just kept going with my small gains and just sizing up. And I just got here out of nowhere. I got a $55,000 account. I just traded today. And I sized it correctly, bro. You wouldn't even believe me if I told you I'm at 85 already. I'm not even looking to like trading all of this. I'm in this community. This community's fire. It keeps me sane. You know what I'm saying? And I know a whole bunch of other traders and I'm around all these people. I don't even need the group, but I'm around these people. Why? Because I understand surrounding yourself by people who you want to become shall help you become that quicker, right? If you surround yourself, I know this because I used to be outside like that. If you surround yourself by drug dealers, guess what? You're going to be a drug dealer. It doesn't matter how positive anything that you are. If you surround yourself by cheating men, that's what you're going to be. If you surround yourself by people that want to go to the club and hang out on the weekends and stuff of that nature, that's who you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? You're only going to be one of the 5 people in your circle, right? So if you're the one that's always pouring in knowledge and always helping people, and you don't really get that from your circle, that means you need a new circle. You need to distance yourself and grow, right? Not to say that you don't want to mess with that circle no more. No, you come and revisit that circle for your own paradigm. And it's like, dang, look at the man that I'm becoming at. And you will see certain people from that circle will either gravitate towards you. Some people will look at you like, nah, you changed. You think you're better than people. No, I don't think I'm better than people, but I did change. You're the same. I don't see no plant in here the same height anymore. I see everything growing. You know what I'm saying? From a phone to a television to a computer. You're telling me you want to stay like that? That's okay. That's what you want to do. But I can't do that because I'm mindful and I'm going to have children. I have to make sure that I can develop my child and raise my child. But yeah, shit like that, you know. Look, I'm letting it go. Look. And
so you can just trade at the bottom of a market structure and just play it through it to the top. I mean, that's a strategy, correct?
Say it again. What's the strategy?
You can get a mother candle or whatever you call it at the bottom of the trend and just play the calls to the top.
You get a what candle?
One of the mother candles, as you call them, the big ones, the big candles.
Oh, yeah. Or just a big range, a mother bar?
Yeah, big mother bar, right. And just catch it at the bottom when it switches and just play it through the market structure.
Every time, even this
one. Because it's gonna complete that market structure, right? It's gonna retrace it eventually.
You caught it. You caught it. Just believe it and know it.
Yeah, just buy time, just have time on it.
Yep. And if it's volatile, it don't matter about no time. If it's a volatile stock, bro, look. Just tell me to stop. Just tell me to stop. Tell me to stop whenever. Tell me to stop. All right. I'm gonna use this one. I'm on a 3-minute chart. It held to 50%. That's the bottom too. Always remember that. Support, resistance, flips, support, resistance. So you always can play support to resistance. You can always play this range, or be a greedy bastard and take the whole thing, right? So holds 50% retracement, actionable signal, top of the trend. Try to complete your other one right here. Look, this one is just a small structure. You see, 50%, take it, bye-bye. Make sense?
Absolutely.
It's every time, bro. It's every time. It's every time. It don't matter the time frame. It don't matter. The price action does not matter when it comes to the time frame. Look, right here, big bar. Give me 50. Oh, give me the other one. Back down. What are you talking about? Rejection. Buy. You want this one? I can give it to you on that one. You can see it. Boom, lead structure. Oh my God, if it ever comes back to structure, remember I done said this 1,000 times. Bye-bye. It's gonna complete the whole structure before it goes back down or go all the way up.
And if you sized up on your contracts, you can just
you feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? Look, wow, look at the structure. Look at the structure. Ooh. It just couldn't go completed. So it played a 50. Boom. Oh, double top. Took you back down. Look, triple top. 1, 2, 3, bye. This shit too easy. This shit's too easy, bro.
Don't say it. It's not that easy. It's hard.
Nah, you remember what I said? You remember what I said earlier? Like you can identify in groups like, bro, I know this shit is hard. I'm not going to tell myself that. I'm going to continue to lie to myself because what did I do? I will teach you and I will help you. I was lying to myself. I am a millionaire. I am great. I am positive, smacking the shit out of somebody. I'm positive, man. I'm positive, bro. Get this shit right. We positive. Look at my life now. Why? Because I continue with repetition. Just like I got indoctrinated to learn the wrong way, I indoctrinated myself to learn the education and speak in the right forms. That's all. My therapist laughed at me. I just had a therapy session and she laughs at me. Like, ask my wife. She laughs at me because she just be like, yo, Moody, you is dope. I just love it. Cause I be telling her like, bro, I know it's hard. She'd be like, yo, so how's business? How's this going? How's this going? How's the other business going? How's the bank? I just be like, bro, I got this. She'd be like, you're just like, and I tell her straight up, I don't know what it feels like. Overwhelmed, none of that shit. I don't. Why? Because I don't allow my body to feel that shit. I know I'm burnt out. I know I'm tired. I'm tired of shit. I know that, but I continue to lie to myself. No, I'm not. And then the faith that I have overpowers it and I'm able to be him. So when I'm him, I could just keep going and I could just continue to love people and continue to show people what it is. I don't know what you just said. Mind blown, Frank. What you mind blown about? Yes.
I will say that one thing that did help me was this past Friday's class where Jordan was doing the back testing and is having people like, hey, what do you see in the 1 hour? What do you see in the 4 hour? What do you see in the that? So I've been back testing this past weekend, trying to figure out entries and exits.
I do that a lot.
That's super dope.
It was
one-on-one training session that I do like for people into here too, but it's just I just gotta do everything structured. Like y'all gonna see. Y'all all gonna know how to trade like Moody, chart like Moody, because I'm gonna make you chart it and I'm gonna be locked. Like, no, I don't do it like that. I would do this, I would do that. Still do it your own way, but this is what I would do if you want to learn my ways. But yeah, Jordan's a fire teacher, bro. That's my guy. That's my brother.
Oh no, I was just saying that because like now that you taught us the actionable signals, now it's like, okay, well then each of us should go back pick a random date and back test and say, okay, if you saw a hammer at the, if you saw a hammer here, what would you do? You know what I mean? And then try to play it out, back test, and then will it work? Did it work? Did it not? And then why didn't it work? And then come back to you and ask questions.
Yeah, that'll be dope. We be giving out homework and stuff. Whatchamacallit, I just haven't gave out any homework on the actionable signals. I wanted the whole class to finish, but I don't know if I'm gonna give out homework because then I gotta
I got a question.
I gotta catch up to all these DMs and everything. What's up? What's your question?
So when you place that parallel channel in that bear flag, was there a particular reason why you did it on that particular bear flag?
Say again.
Parallel channel.
The parallel channel that you created on the bear flag. You said something about the bear flag failing, I think.
Oh yeah. It's like this one was a bear flag and it failed right here. Is there a specific reason I used that bear flag? No, I would have used it on any bear flag. You ready?
That you thought might be failing? Or just on the bear flag period?
On a bear flag period. I don't just utilize those on a bear flag. Let me not just say that. It's because that was a bear flag. That failed within inside of the structure. I was utilizing it because it was a better identification for you to see the uptrend, right? And I forgot what I said, but when I was drawing it, it was right by the 50% retracement. I said to be able to show you that, I drew this, and that's what I meant by the 50% retracement of the trend, right? So, to try to explain what I explained earlier, is like having this bear flag right here, right? And you could connect both of these candlesticks, like the pole.
Mm-hmm.
It's not specifically, this would have been done right here too, because I have an uptrend, right? So got a pole right here. This would have been your bear flag right there. And this structure took it out right there. As soon as it broke that high and kept pushing up, it took it out. What do I mean by that? If you put the 50% retracement, bada bing, bada boom, on that white line, you can see the structure and everything break out. And not white line, I'm sorry, the red line, the 50%.
The red line, yeah.
That fib is a monster. God damn.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're more than welcome. I'll be like, dang, don't listen to Moody though. Well, please, don't listen to Moody. I might change your life. Frank, what you talking about? When you was talking about placing the fib on mother bars, that changed the game. Yeah, big facts, bro. Fib on everything. I call all these mother bars, right? Normally you hear the mother bar on bigger time frames and like super larger. All of these are mother bars. Why do I, I'm on spot, let's not do that. Why do I call them that? Because they have to reach back to his range, right? And then they'll reject. Or they reach back to 50% of his range, then reject. But it's easy to tell when it's a trending, the market structure, when it's a trendy market and you know your support and resistance, it's just easier to tell. Last thing, where was it?
He could, instead of being greedy, he can just sell off at the 50% retracement part and piece. Instead of trying to retrace 100%, just sell off at 50%.
At 50% be 100% sometimes. What do you mean? 120%.
Damn.
Like, come on, look, before I even go over here, come on now. Like, do you know who you're talking to? Do you really know who you're talking to, bro? Do you really know who you're talking to?
You about to show me.
I'm gonna just show you this. I'm gonna just use right here to right here, 89. I'm only gonna use these numbers, 89 to 91. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
Retracement, 89, 17 to what?
Oh,
Bro, easy 100%ers. Easy. Oh, and I'm sorry, that's not the 50% retracement. I was lying. I was a liar. I was a liar. See, so you would have came from 88 to 91. And depending on your entry point, let's just say it was right here at 89, 17, you would have took that right there at about 390.18. What are you talking about? Is that not 100%?
Wow. This is a change in the game right here.
Yeah. So when I be like, oh, I got a runner chilling at 200 at 100 and something, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. And they be looking heavy.
So, you know, you guys always talk about time frames don't matter. So it doesn't matter which time frame you play these fibs, right? You can place the fib. Okay. Any time frame.
What did it say right here? The highest probability trade occurs when there's full-time trade continuity. What on earth is that? This right here, right? I'm just showing you price action. And if you keep following the money, any time frame, any asset. Everything that I show you is right here. You see the market structure? They're just using a broadening formation. It's easy with the broadening formation too. It's just too fucking easy, bro. So I just be trying to find new shit and be like, ooh, what else can I put onto this shit? Right? But you play that high to that high, and if you don't know how to draw broadening formations, it gets so much easier just using the disjointed from a high. Oh, I did it the wrong way. You want to connect it like that, and you'll start to see it. I'm not drawing one right now. What I should be drawing is this one right here. Yeah, this one like that, and that. Let me draw it perfectly. Nah, let me show you how to trade. I'm on a 4-minute chart. If I would have seen all of this, I would have drawn my brown information from here. I don't want to do y'all like that. I'm just explaining how to draw brown formation. That's fucked up. This is how you would trade the brown formation though. And then it'll come back down. And if you don't know how to do it that way, here, let me just do it on QQQ because it's all charted up. All I did was go from here, from this high to that high to this low. I want to take this little thing all the way down here, but it's not allowing me right here. I wanted to take it down here, right? And if you don't know how to do it like that, all you got to do is take it to a bigger time frame, 30 minutes. And just get so much easier. And then you could just connect it like this. And connect your lows. And I really just wanted that low to this low so you can bring that up a little bit more. And if you don't know how to do it like that, you can just delete that and just go higher. You fucking go to your damn weekly, bro, and get the whole entire freaking brown formation. Right? And some people start over here. I'll just start from this 3 bar and just take it down to about, nope, I'll take it to like that low, right? And you go down to about your daily. You can see your brown formation. You see how I left all that low out? See your brown formation there. And then you could just come in here, handy dandy, right? And watch how I do it. They're gonna take it all the way from here to here. I'm gonna take it from here to here. And I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna be like, get out my way. And I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. That shit fire. And then I'm gonna be like this. Ooh. Bada bing, bada boom. And I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna delete this one and I'm gonna leave your ass in the past. That's everybody else that I be teaching and I'm learning and I keep learning because I choose to learn, I choose to grow and choose to trade what I see. And I be like, oh, all right, cool, bet. All right.
And I appreciate what you're showing me right now. We're showing everyone, but I'm gonna have to look up what a broadening formation is after this.
Yeah, and then I get the whole thing right there. And then I'll show you what else I'll do. I get this bad boy there. And you got that whole formation, right? So when you got that whole formation, 50% retracement. Market structure, anything above, up, anything below is down. Delete that, Moody. Show them on something else. I'm on a 6-hour hour. I get 7 candlesticks. Now I got the whole formation. Remember, I'm all the way on a daily when I did that, right? But I got closer. Now I'm getting closer. Why? Because I'm a motherfucking beast like that. And these motherfuckers suck. And that's what I tell myself every single time. You ain't better than me. You know what I'm saying? Why you're not better than me? Because I'm gonna outbeat whoever the fuck I was yesterday, and you're not even worried about who you was yesterday. You don't even know who you are, and I'm gonna just keep doing shit like that. And now I know when I break this bone formation, I'm gonna play this bottom one to this top one. Yeah, figure, deal me. And that's why it's like, bro, I don't know what the hell. Like, what do you want to learn? People tell me what you want to learn. Trust me, I do this shit. I got so many different strategies that I do and that I've made. I made some good money doing so.
Do you trade all your strategies or do you specialize in something that works for you?
I trade all these strategies. What you mean? Every single one of them. I just don't have to chart, bro. I see this already. I don't know how to explain that. Like, as you continue to trade, you continue to be consistent. Bro, yeah, I know how to explain it. You know what the heck, you know, you could tell what is a green candle from a red candle. It's bullish to bearish. You can see that. Nobody can tell you nothing. You see it. You know what's a double bottom. Nobody can tell you nothing. You see it. You know, hey, this is a double bottom. You're still looking for confirmation and still looking for the right time frame and stuff of that nature, which you know the answer. You just was like me, scared of success. We all are.
So I got a question. When are you gonna start your challenge?
I don't know, man. I don't talk about it. I'm just stressed out. I'm good. Never mind. I don't know. One of these days.
Oh no, you mentioned it last week. And he's like, "Oh, I'd love to do one," and I'm like, oh, "Okay." I'm like, "I'm down."
Would it be like,
yeah,
what is it, like 5,000 to 50,000 or something?
yeah, 5,000.
Let's do that.
I said 50,000.
No, I think you said 5 to 25K in a month or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's more reasonable. I can do that. Oh, like, damn, that's pressure. I told myself that. I don't feel like doing that.
Moody, Moody, Moody.
No, you don't have to do anything. You have a baby on the way, so it's all good. I just didn't know if you were serious about it or not.
No, I am serious about it. But that's what it is. I'm just trying to wait for that. And just a whole bunch of people want one-on-one sessions and this and that and pay one-on-one sessions. I'm like, bro, I just need time. I be with myself, but I don't be with myself long enough to like, I don't know. Like my therapist tells me, like, Moody, do you know you're about to be a dad? I guess. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It still doesn't feel real.
So no more cruising around Home Depot and the little go-karts, the handicap cart.
I do that every day. Well, not every day. I do that all the time. That's how, I don't know. That's what I do. This lady, when I was doing it, hopefully I didn't make her feel bad because she could have been like my mom, but she should have minded her own business. I said that so wrong. But
That's so funny. I was laughing.
I was riding the cart. I was riding the cart with my feet up, and my wife was walking by, and we started looking at like wood planks, and I'm like, I like these, and my wife, she's pregnant, obviously, and the lady's like, men these days, like, why you gotta be so rude? I forgot what she called me, but it was like, it meant like young. She was like, why you gotta be so rude? She should be the one sitting down. I looked at her and I was like, you must not understand life. And you brought me into this world. Would you want to be sitting down while you're pregnant? And she got a breech baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Mind your business. I thought your mama taught you better. I know who I am. Chill out. That's a goddess and that's a queen, and I protect her and I make sure she's draped down. She good. I suck my wife's toes if I need to. I don't know. I just get a little personal, like, oh.
Reduce all the swelling out of her feet. No, I'm kidding.
You said what?
So to reduce the swelling from her feet, like women get swollen feet.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
joking.
Yeah, but nah, man, I'm just ready to be a dad. I want to see what this experience is gonna be like. I'm excited. So yeah, I most likely will do the challenge. I ain't gonna cap. I'll probably start the challenge with this small account that I got. I had started it when I went to New York. I just keep forgetting about it. It was like at 200, and then I brought it to like 500 and 700. I think it's at 1,000 now. I'll probably just full port it a couple times or some shit and get it to 5,000 and just start that one. Or just start another account. Y'all really want me to do a challenge?
Yeah, I'd be down Moody for that.
Well, see, I
Yeah.
feel like if you did a challenge, what it would do is if we had an entry, then we could actually review the entry all together and then get more insight to try to help us like develop a plan. So it's not like, okay, I want you to just help me build my account, but I kind of want to like, okay, we picked this one, we did this entry at this time, and this was the rationale why.
Yeah, you'll probably want to do that. If I do a challenge, I don't think people would normally do that. They're gonna be excited and they're gonna be like, holy snap, what the heck? But yeah, you're gonna want to do that and go back and be like, this is why he did that. So like here, I'll give you a gem. Spy.
Uh-oh, here we go.
What we was on 3 hour, that's what the question was. So off of this 3 hour, and this is for the strat people that want to learn the strat. I'll just redo this shit. Fuck it, it's all good. It's not gonna look as it was when I took the picture, obviously, because the market was open and it was still doing certain things, right? But I was on a 3 hour. If we understand the fib, now you can understand why I don't chart. You could see it. Can anybody see it? I want this structure. We're in the structure. I charted up the 5. I want you guys to learn. Can you identify, this was the question, right? Can you identify if this was a reversal or continuation? What kind is it and what do we do here? Right? Oh, that's what I gotta explain. Like, what do we do here? Right? Everybody answered it. Boom, boom, boom. What did I say here? It's a 1-2-2 red strat reversal. Ride it into 393.15 target. When over the 50% retracement, safe for calls. When knowing market structure, which we didn't go over, but we spoke on it, right? When knowing market structure, I use the 5 hour for the 50% retracement. Why? Cleaner price action. These are I'm giving you the gems right here. Reading all of this, the gem is your target, right? The reversal, 50% retracement. Where? 5 hour, 50% retracement. The biggest gem is I used 5 hour for 50% retracement. The 5 hour is not the gem. 50% retracement is the gem. Why? I used the 5 hour. That's not the gem. Everybody wants to know what time frame to enter. That's not the gem. That is not the gem. The gem is right here, cleaner price action. Note how I am speaking, not the time frame. The bigger, the better, which of course in your own swag and stuff like that. What do I mean by that? Go back to the 3 hour. I'm gonna use words that are favorable to your subconscious that you're utilizing that I don't utilize. Choppiness, right? Take it to the 5 hour. It's cleaner. Structure, left structure. It's cleaner to tell me what the hell is going to happen. Testing. We're in the structure. Remember, I'll show it to you again on the 3 hour, right? So that's the fib that I drew. We go to the 3 hour. Oh, hold on before I lose you. Right here, high, 393.15, target, take out target. I didn't want to give you this other one because I didn't want you to hold on too long, right? But it still took that one out, right? No, it didn't actually. It should have hit 93.72 and it hit 93.45, right? Good thing I didn't give you that target. I didn't say, hey, go for that target. I gave multiple targets, but I know when I started talking to MSC Teach, I was like, go for this target, right? Boom, hits out the target, comes back down into a structure. What structure is it falling into? You feel me? 50, climbing up, higher highs to get into this structure, right? Because if we leave this structure, 100 to 0, 0 to 100, we get inside a new structure. It's just you can't see the other 0, but it gets into another structure. I mean, the other 100. But Go ahead and delete that. Take you to the 3 hour. That's why it looked so clean for me. And I didn't go for this whole structure. You see how I never even hit that 50% retracement? Because it was a cleaner structure. I had more candles to really like, oh, okay, the bigger, the better. If I would have took it to a 6 hour, it would have been even sexier. You see what I'm, no, actually, no, the 5 hour was better. I'm glad that I didn't take it to the 6 hour. Let's look at the 7 hour. Still wasn't even better. It's still just testing, but it's showing us the inverted head and shoulders inside of here, cup and handle inside of here, right? The structure, we're just looking for this candlestick to arrive. It may just give it to us in 1, 2 candles, right? Look at the hour inside of this structure. That's the structure I was talking about. It's inside of it. What is it doing? Read it again. I'll read it from up here. Resistance, breaks support, turns to resistance. Breaks support, leaves the range, breaks resistance. I mean, support. Now is a resistance. Trying to come back in there, trying to test it. Oh, I can't hold it in there. There goes your new support and resistance. New support and resistance. This candlestick right here. Damn, I didn't even do it like that. Right here. Right? You see the consolidation, breakout, Morningstar. Into the next structure. Into the next structure. What do I mean by that? God dang, I'm nice. You can take this structure or put both of these structures together. Both of these. See that? Coming into the next structure. That structure. What do I mean by that? Delete that. We know that that was support. Resistance. Resistance. Testing it. Double tops. Comes back down. Triple tops. Breaks over though. Comes back down. Tests is what? Resistance turns support. You can see it bouncing to the next resistance. Next support, holding support now, tested it, actionable signal at the bottom of your range. Boom, bull flags, Morningstar, cup and handle. I don't know what else to say. Oh, so what do we do here? We had it on a 3 hour Moody, so take us to 3 hour. We had the 1-2-2 rev strat. Yes, I could have looked at it as a continuation, but the rev strat is a reversal. And the only reason I would look at it kind of as a continuation is because we had the 3-2 reversal into inside bars consolidation, but I'm still going to look at this as a reversal, right? And then I'll definitely check this. Did we stay on top of the 50% retracement? We actually didn't, just consolidated, so that's actually good, right? So, but I'm still going to consider it to be what it is, and it's a bullish reversal. 1-2-2 rev strat. If you want a cheat sheet with the strat, right? 1-2-2 rev strat. Go to a bigger time frame. I kid you not. 1-2-2. This just went 3, but it gave you the 2-2 rev strat. I shit you not. 5 hour. 1-2-2 rev strat. Time frame continuity. You'll find the same setup still going if you know the right time frames to utilize. Which you know the right time frames to utilize. I always say you go bigger time frame, then go smaller. And I always say to check in between your time frames. I always do. You gonna see this, all these broken down? All right, cool. Anybody got any questions?
Thank you. This is very helpful.
Yeah, thank you, Moody.
Good morning, welcome.
Thanks, Moody.
Thank you, cuz I appreciate it.
You know it, bro. Absolutely. Any questions? Are y'all mind blown yet?
I'm good, bro.
We're been.
Always mind blown.
Bro. We need more repetition, man. That's how you learn, bro. Just, so you can train your eye, go back test if you need to, but more repetition, you'll train your eye more with time. So when you go live, you see that.
Facts.
But I like the combo, 2 candles at least. So you can get that at least, more information. Sometimes you get faked out with just 1 candle.
Facts. Oh, I gotta lower my hand. I have my hand raised the whole time. Yeah.
So Moody, what's the next class?
That was a lot of brain power, bro. Oh man. What did we do? Options, option chain, higher highs, higher lows, trend line part 2, actionable signals.
Homework.
Homework is he has to check it for everyone. It takes time.
No, yeah, we could do homework. Let me see. Next class.
As long as it doesn't interrupt our class, though. As far as learning.
What interrupt?
What does that mean?
I don't know. I mean, if you just review it, I don't know. Just go ahead.
Oh, I know what he's trying to say. Like, if we had a class going on and it's just like, oh, we're gonna do reviews. It's
If
like
we were going to do like a class, and then we're just, instead of doing the class, we're just going to review the whole time.
yeah, we could do that. We could like I'm gonna be doing way more classes. It's just I'm just going step by step. And as soon as we digest all that, it's like what I was gonna tell Santana, like y'all in MSC teach. Y'all can take advantage and be like, yo, Moody, you got time? Yo, Moody, you think you jump on the charts real quick? Just like how I be live over there, I'm gonna be live over here. I'm just waiting to make sure, like, okay, they understand this. They know these candlesticks. Okay, they know these morning stars. Okay, they know these reversal patterns. Cool. They understand the market structure. They know how to trade. All right, cool. Let's jump on it. Look, 5-minute time frame. Shoot it to the downside. Like that, because that's how I talk. I'm gonna just talk candlesticks, and I'm gonna be able to let you know this is what's going on right now. Go ahead and take advantage of it if you would like. Right? It's just up to the trader. But that's what I'm gonna be doing and going live and just helping people and doing this and doing that and finding swing setups, but just being more like in depth in what I do. Like in MSC teach, I don't just limit myself, but I go crazy. But if you look at these classes, my classes in MSC and MSC are similar, but they're not as in depth.
Got it.
Yeah. So the next class, I think I just mix certain things where, because that's not going to be a class that's just quick, like to go over what's a spinning top, just to go quick, because we went over like pin bars, hammers, those are like all the candlesticks really, right, with spinning tops. Once you can understand that, and then you start to understand like, oh, okay, some of them are associated, then we're going to go into like, all right, let's learn about patterns. But I'm not just gonna go, oh, double bottoms and stuff like that. No, let's learn about tweezer bottoms, tweezer tops. Let's learn about 3 white soldiers, right? Let's learn about 3 black crows, so you can understand those things and understand the market structure, and then everything else falls inside of it. It's like, oh, okay, now I can see the inverted head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder. This one just failed to the bottom. I see it, but then it created another one where it's like shoulder, head, shoulder, and it blurs. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. I get it. I see it. Sometimes it just may fail due to some news or due to the volatility or due to whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Due to low volume in the market, due to the time frame being subjective because the market's about to close. Okay, got it. But I'm gonna take it the next day. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. But the next class I'll probably just do like a little bit of tweezer. I don't know. I normally just sit down and be like, all right, let me see how can I really help them? So you kind of put me on the spot. So
it's all right, Moody. Then I'll let you go back.
Good. Yeah, but I'm not too sure. I gotta just sit down with it and see like where we at. Because I know I'm still gonna give you guys do the beginner's chart class, which is on my YouTube, but I was just gonna do it a little more differently and do it through like time frame continuity, whereas like bigger time frames or smaller time frames, like understanding this pullback, right? This is an uptrend, and understanding like, oh, how do you know that these are just pullbacks, right? I normally teach that in with my beginner's chart class, where it's like, okay, this is what an uptrend is, this is what a downtrend is, this is what consolidation is, and this is what support and resistance is, right? It's the first class that I ever did in MSC. But yeah, so I'm thinking about that. But definitely a little bit more about the candlesticks and then the patterns. Once we get those candlesticks and the patterns out, like the bullish reversals versus the continuations, it's all game from there. And it's just like, let's learn the strat. Let's know what time frame to look at, and let's take these strat. Like, the one gem that I give you guys is just reading the charts. I know a lot of people don't understand what that means, but reading the charts means in a lot of different things, but this is reading the chart. The strat gives us 2 combo candlesticks or 3 combo candlesticks, right? So if it's 3 and 3, that's 6, right? So if that's 6 and that's 7, that's an hourly chart, right? With another combo. So that means it gives me a day trade, and a swing. That's because it's going to give you 7 candlesticks, right? Starting from Tuesday. Watch, 9 o'clock right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're not sharing your screen, Moody, but.
Oh, dang. I was talking on this, like if we're looking at the combo, right? We can see that this is 2 candle combos or 3 candle combos, right? And we're always entering in on the live candle after the previous one, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that makes 6, 7, right? So if that's 7 candlesticks right there, that's our hourly chart. So that means the hourly chart gives us 2 day trades, or a day trade add to your position, right? And then it gives us a swing trade. What do I mean by that? If you go to the chart, we start right here. This is 9 o'clock right here. Oh, that's 8 o'clock, sorry. 9 o'clock right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Swing trade, high probability, bull flagging, right? Oh, I went to the wrong thing. Yeah, bro, stop playing with me. You see the bull flag breaking? You see it? High probability. Take it up to the structure. Why? Because the real structure that is playing. Dang, 76 drawings. This structure is what it's playing. From the high to the low. You see the 50 now. It's at the bottom, support, breaking. It's that easy. And even if you take it from there, like Ray said, you don't got to be greedy. Take profits right there. You got a small account. If you had a big account, you're going to take profits. You're like, oh yeah, let's go. I'll take that. Right? So I don't think anybody got any questions. I don't know what else.
I think we're good.
I got lots of questions, but I'm going to save it for another day. You go to bed.
Yeah, it's pretty late, Moody.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, we'll save it for another day. Bring your questions though next time. And I may just do a class where it's just like, look, Q&A. We're gonna Q&A. Or I may just do a Q&A tomorrow. Who knows? And y'all can bring the questions over there, right? In the MSC. What would I leave you guys with? Move out of love, be love. Stay aware of yourself, aware of your surroundings, aware of your emotions, and try to control your emotions as much as you can, and channel your emotions to positive angles in life. And just be great. Tell yourself that it's easy. Tell yourself that so much that you don't even feel like you're lying to yourself, that it's like, damn, this shit is easy. You know? And yeah, have an obsession. That's why things work out for me, because I get obsessed with everything that I do. And yeah. But that's what I'll leave you guys with. Peace and love to all. Peace
Thanks,
out.
Moody. Have a good night. Take care, everybody.
You as well. Take care.
Thank you, Moody.
Good night.
Thank you.
You know it. You know it.
Thank you. Good night.
Peace out.
Much appreciation.
You know it, big bro. Appreciate you as well.